Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. That's right, my friends. I am back with another live stream because it is Sunday evening. And I fucking hate Sunday evenings, frankly. Absolutely hate Sunday evenings. The drag, the boring, nothing on the TV. There's just a feeling about them I've got. You know? But here you are to keep me company. How will we? Are you all here? Sorry, I am trying to find out where the chat is. Welcome Sub Replay. Welcome Prodeep. Welcome the Fragrance Dude. Welcome DJ, Rachel, Juro, Benji, Nick, Rachel, Nick Walker, Laura Jane Nicholson. I think I know who you are in real life. I think it's Mrs. G. Hello. Hello, Nick S. You are wearing Voldenaway. And your scent of the evening, you were wearing Voldenaway. No, your scent of the evening is Papillon Dryad. Grey Vetiver is not overrated, Nick Walker. DJ's wearing Tobacco Taboo. Twit Twoo. Having dinner and listening in, says Nick. Yes, Laura needs to change her name. Because that is not her name anymore. But welcome, Mrs. G. The cat you see before you, she is the mama. Karen pouring on sport for me today, says Fosco. You remember that scent I shot on recently, fucking the notebook? The notebook that literally touched the vial, the page slaps me in the face with the stench. Not hugely, mate. Laura G has changed her name. She is now Laura G. There is Richard G and there is Laura G. Together they are the Gs. Eau Sauvage Parfum does not smash Grey Vetiver. Gotta smell latest Grey Vetiver EDP. The parfum is an appalling amberwood. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. That's not very fun, is it? I am multitasking. I need to remember to use Richie G's picture. I forgot. And there was a Baymax who was in my reel on my phone. And I saw him and I thought, yes, that's a lovely cat. We will use you. He will attract people. Grey Vetiver is not weak or ordinary. Nick Walker, you are weak and ordinary. It's not very nice being called weak and ordinary, is it? This is fantastic. Your rotation video made me remember how much I like Grey Vetiver EDP, says Nick. It is fantastic. I might wear it again soon. I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan. In fact, I'm using it to fan myself. It's fabulous. It's so dry. It reminds us of like sparkling white wine. Isn't that champagne, actually? Sparkling white wine, champagne. I don't know. I don't really drink, so I could be wrong. But it's got that kind of dry white wine, dehydrating, fresh kind of bouquet thing about it. Boo, says Nick. Proddy, it's awful, says Fosco. And Fosco agrees. Just smashed like, now show us the cow and horse out back. There is no cow and horse out back. We are sans cow and horse. Although I did drive past a white horse today. And I said, hello, white horse. What are you doing here? I might take you on a drive one day. And we can just go and sit somewhere and enjoy the scenery. You know? That'll be fun. Maybe next time Jura Rose comes. I took you all out with us when Jura Rose came, didn't I? We did a few streams that day. That was fun. He's coming on a Saturday next time, so Richie G won't have an excuse not to come and meet us. And he can bring Mrs. G. And we could have a barbecue. Now I'm just inventing things. The fragrance dude is listening at work and laughing. Oh, it's better than doing actual work. Make sure you start the drive far away from your house or people will know your address. Oh, you did come last time? That's right. That's right. Laura G came last time, but Richie G didn't. That wasn't very nice, was it? You got to meet Jura Rose, who was enchanted with you. And you got to meet Lee, who was also enchanted with you. Even Eugene dislikes grey vetiver, says Nick. Does he? Are you sure? I can't remember that he hates grey vetiver. I'm gonna do like a top dry perfumes, you know. I hope Kelly Lyons is okay. She lives in Alaska and they've had a massive earthquake today. So I'm hoping she's gonna be all right, you know. We shall airlift you from that backyard of yours to Paris. We shall eat some duck and go sniffing. I will not eat duck. I am not too big on the old fowl. I do not like to foul myself. No scent of the day yet, says Aaron. But I did just blind buy vintage women's Boucheron and Paloma Picasso. Looking forward to wearing those, says Aaron. Nice. Sometimes you're in a position where you can't come, says DJ. I've had to tell Jura Rose that I'm streaming. Why doesn't he have why doesn't he have notifications turned on? This is deeply upsetting. I'm sorry for coughing in your ears, friends. I don't know why this is happening. Someone called Sam Toronto keeps asking me why I drink so much water. And I keep telling him it's because I'm thirsty. You know, I'm no different from anyone else. No better, no worse. Excuse me. Stephen D. Welcome. Have I seen you before, Stephen D? I'm not sure I have. I don't recognise your avatar. Same with the fragrance dude. I feel like I know who the fragrance dude is. But I don't remember seeing him before. Sorry if I have. But welcome, both of you. In fact, welcome everyone. Grey Vetiver is a legend in the designer realm, one of the best Tom Fords. I'm inclined to agree. Favourite seafood? Don't eat seafood. Can't eat no seafood. Don't know where it's been. Don't say the sea. You've seen the size of the sea. Massive it is. Encre Noir Sport is similar to Grey Vetiver. I've actually got it over here. Let's have a whiff. Fruitier, I want to say. Fruitier. Though she blow. It's got a fruitier sort of thing going on. Oh. Hello. If you can see me in the reflection of the dune cap. Hello there. How are you? I'm waving. My arm's going to go dead if I don't stop. But hello anyway. Yes, Jane Birkin has perished. Poor cow. Filthy, filthy song she sang. Dear me. She sang a dirty song. And she was Charlotte Gainsbourg's mother. Didn't know that. Charlotte Gainsbourg looked identical to her father. Like frighteningly so. Surge. What to wear tomorrow, says DJ. Maybe an attar. One nice attar. Ooh, it always got to hydrate, says Nick. You're right. We must stay. But I have many an attar, says DJ. Bob has the Encre Noir Sport. It's really good. Lobster is gorgeous. Ugly. Lobster is ugly. Fishy. Scent of the day is Mists of Time. Candied orange, blackcurrant, birch, and mineral notes. Mists of Time. Sounds like a Zelda game. What is it? Who's it by? I think the Grey Vetiver is more wearable. Grey Vetiver is really good for like humidity because it's quite sharp, but it's also very dry. It's really good for that sort of thing. Penhaligon's does the best vetiver, says Nick. Nick, you need to smell more vetivers. A few other things which are annoying to find. Got to be sharp dress of a grey vetiver, I think. It's got to be white t-shirt or white shirt. Oh no, how sad, says Rachel. Yes, I know, I'm wearing Ensemble Chypre, says DJ. Hello, Doug. Speaking dry fragrances, any thoughts on Bowling Green? Thinking about acquiring, says Steph's. I don't have any thoughts on Bowling Green. I can't remember whether I've smelled it or not. I have a horrible feeling that I haven't. Which is a bit of a sickener. Because I feel like I should. You know? Hello, Dusan. Dusan, sorry about the tennis. Djokovic, he's getting old. Like we all are. I'm a year older than Djokovic, actually. Fuck knows what he was doing on a 10-minute toilet break. Must have been some turtlehead, that. Good lord. Dushan is wearing Smalto Pour Homme. That'll cheer you up. From the House of Gallagher Fragrances. Daniel is an indie perfumer from Texas. Great frags. Yeah, I'm aware of Gallagher Fragrances, actually. He did the pineapple. And there's a patchouli one that's got another play on words as well. Something about the pine in Bowling Green turns my stomach, says Nick. Got to be crazy quack to hate seafood. I'm not a big seafood fan. I must be suspicious. I'm not suspicious. Good lord. The inimitable William Penhaligon is a gorgeous vetiver, says Nick. I had my suspicions when someone sold Santa Maria Novella's vetiver for €20. Smells like a mosquito repellent, says Pradeep. Oh no. Evening rich and frag friends. Scent of the day, betrothal, says Joe. Are you enjoying it? Have you found anything you're loving particularly yet? I think either me or Jura are the youngest in the chat, says DJ. I like Bowling Green, quite traditional, herbal, wonderful bottle if you can find the vintage, says Rachel. What's the best place to sell fragrances? eBay? It's the only place I sell mine, unless somebody gets in touch with us through the YouTubes. I have to agree with Bobby. Sorry, Duck. It makes me nuts. Grey vetiver makes me nuts. It makes me nuts, man. Being sneaky for cuddles. Young indeed. I am 28, says Pradeep. Getting there, Dushko, many facets. Many facets. Good evening, Manly Sense. How are you? Full Nana is lovely, says Joe. This is my third one. Full Nana is lovely. Betrothal give me a strong mint note on opening, though it doesn't mention it. So far, they seem to be nicer in the dry down. That's a good thing. Drawn by Scent says, hello, Rich. Oh, fish and chips, an exception to seafood. Fish fingers too. Nope. Can't do it. Nah. Chips, yes. Fish, no. Grey vetiver lasts 10 minutes on Nick Walker's skin. Evening, Rich, and all in the chat. Evening, Andrej. Crab head butter and lobster tamale is yum, says Nick. That doesn't sound like a real thing, but I'll allow it. He loves fish and chips and malt vinegar. Burn your tongue, that shit. So we are talking food, says Jura Rose. Jura Rose is a fan of a Chinese. He likes the food as well. Rachel, I heard the Cochrane and Sanofi bottles are good and the AA bottles are not so good. Am I getting a sample of Girl on Tobacco Honey? Yes, I wouldn't mind a sample of those things out as well. Fragrance Journey, hello. Fragrance Journey he's doing work on the wife. Changing out the wife alternator and listening. How does she feel about it? Hope you've used some kind of anesthetic. No, who doesn't like Chinese takeout, says Bob. Some of it's alright, I can, some Chinese isn't bad. I find the overuse of monosodium glutamate a difficult one to bear. Like, whoa, kind of a bit much. Monosodium glutamate. As we were eating dinner last night, Rich, you did say Mitch would love this. What did you eat? Was it something I wouldn't like? Was it fishy? We have a great Chinese takeaway, says Joe. MSG is used in all Southeast Asian cuisine. Eugene says Bel Respiro is class, says Nick Walker. I like Jamaican food a lot. Levantine, Vietnamese. People get scared of MSG because the name sounds scary. It's a big salt, isn't it? It's a big salty number. Very salty. Oh. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Do you think Grey Vetiver is a great date night scent? Oh. You'd have to be easy, but yes, it depends what you're wearing as well. You'd have to wear like a white shirt. Or a white t-shirt, something clean. No evidence that MSG is any worse than salt, but I don't like to put loads of salt on food either. I'm getting food pictures and food videos from... Wow! What is that gloop? That is thick. Laura G, what is that thick gloop? Witness the thickness. Can I show everyone? I want to show everyone. Look. Look at this. It's like they're putting, like, ice cream on. Looks dreamy. Anuj, welcome. That is some gloop. Tasty gloop. I've had Laura Gardner's food before. It's very nice. What have I done? Oh, here we go. No evidence. Happy Sunday, perfume people. Extra VL. Extra VL? What's that? Like with anything, a few people are allergic to it, combined with scary name. I know how it goes, says DJ. Anuj. Thick gloop. I have a theory that you cannot make good fried rice without MSG. Sorry, not sorry, says Jura Rose. Is it white and creamy? It's dreamy. White, thick and sticky. I'm not sure it was white. It had some creaminess to it. A man called David Sugar has just commented on my channel. Tasty David. Whoops. It's cheese sauce. Was it nice? I like that on nachos. You know? Guacamole. I like the nachos from Miller and Carter. Wow. That is some serious nachos, friends. Laura Gardner, you should meet me tomorrow for nachos and burger. It's cheese sauce. I hate when someone makes a nice meal, then bang, cheese all over it. Like Italians, basically. No, that's harsh. That's very harsh. I love Italian food. Glutinous rice. I love a good meat-filled naan, says DJ. Whatever you do in your spare time is your business, my friend. Small spritzers of DHI 2011, Dusan. Do I smell better than you today, says Bob. Hi, Anuj. Greek yogurt and honey is one of the best. When I eat Italian, it's mainly antipasta. Italians, whatever region, don't put cheese on everything, says Jura. I get offered cheese on everything when I go to the Italian restaurant. They're like, would you like some Parmesan? And I'm always like, yes. Yes, I would. How do you know these things about me? Italians don't put as much as American trendy restos, says Pradeep. Oh. Hi, Rich. Hi, Professor Melvin. How are you? I like a cream-filled naan. A bit like a cream pie, says Nick Walker. That's an Americanism, says Jura Rose. Oh. I get these little cultural tidbits off someone who's watching but not commenting all the time. It's not even cultural tidbits, really. I've tried to narrow this person's scope. It's not actually like that. It's just general tidbits. Little bits of information here and there. You are keeping me right. So yes. Apparently, MSG is on loads of things. Makes everything taste better. What has happened? Why is Joe sorry to Laura G? Oh no. Laura G has to work. I'm sorry to hear that too. I think people are confusing Italians and American Italians. That might be quite right. It's just because the Americans dominate the culture, isn't it? Because they make lots of the stuff that's on TV. It's like, it's how they, you know. I'm not one of those people who's blame Hollywood for everything. But it could be in this case. Korean food is nice though. Shame about stomach cancer it causes, says DJ. Jesus. A live octopus in Korea is crazy. There's no way. Shotguns for them flamethrowers for octopuses. They're fucking outrageous. Big wet beasts. Fuck that. Welcome, Robes. Robes is stumbling upon some leather fragrances. There are 2 leather fragrances here. Here is Geranium Pour Monsieur. Okay, goodbye. Send me pictures of what you build, Mrs. G. Oh, I enjoyed Robes' video the other day where he said, you took the money to the people who pushed Soulja Boy's fragrance, which is absolute dog shit. I have no doubt. Pardon me. Robes, this is a food channel now, says Jura Rose. J-Rod, welcome. Tom Ford Grey Vetiver adds length and girth, says J-Rod. I'll take your word for it there. I'm listening in as I clean. Sorry if I missed anyone. Hello, everyone. Robes, Rich has a man crush on you. Yes, I am telling, says Jura Rose. And fish sperm is a favourite dish in Japan, says Nick Walker. How bizarre. I already knew this. Rich has been crushing since I was Robes. Since Robes was 08. That has been the case. I remember the mighty Creed halls. The inland California redwood trees have more girth and mass, yet the coastal trees grow taller. Well, that's life. Octopus is a favourite dish in Korea, served with sesame oil, says Nick. Nick, how old are you? Oops. Robes reminded me how good Tom Ford was at launch. Yes. Yes, he did the video about Mossbrech today. Moss breaches, if you will. Mossbrech. Rich, what about all the hauls that never happened? I had my cart of all the Krieg grey caps in 2010 was one click away from PayPal confirmation. All them grey caps. I remember when you got Green Valley. A Green Valley. I had a Green Valley recently. Had to send it back. It was dead. It was fine for the first 10 minutes, and then just sort of wasn't. Hold up. I need to text. Creed is such an overrated brand, and Mr. Creed himself is really cocky. Sebastian has a lot of grey caps. He wears a lot of caps, and he's grey underneath them. Yeah, buddy. Welcome, Joe. Congratulations to Joe. Joe has just reached 20,000 subscribers. I don't give a fuck. I love Orange Spice way more than Koros, says Fosco. Creed is such an overrated brand. Mr. Creed himself is really cocky. Bit of a fucking psycho. I just read that Kering paid $3.5 billion off BlackRock for Creed. And they bought it for $1 billion. I think it was just under $1 billion from Creed himself. So there you have it. How do you like them apples? Big numbers, that. Friends, while I've got you. If you would like to like the stream, please do. It is half an hour. It is half an hour in, and on the half hour, I want to ask you to like the stream if you are into liking streams. That would be most handy if you want to. I was around when it came out, yes, says Juro. Nick, it's fabulous. Has anyone here smelled the original Samsara parfum? Yes. And it is pretty magnificent. It's pretty fucking great. Let's not take the piss. What a perfume. It is thick. Just bought a vintage Samsara EDP. You won't be disappointed. Beautiful. I much prefer it to the EDT. The EDT, the jasmine's a lot more apparent. It's a lot more there. And I'm not really a massive fan of jasmine, but the sandalwood in the EDP and the P, the parfum, it's absolutely gorgeous, like. Just bought a bit soft and buttery and deep. Looking forward to the new Eris, says DJ. Good work. You're just one huge hit away from making $1 billion, says Robes. Yes. If only it were that easy. Hey, Rich, what do you think about Synthetic Jungle from Frederick Mall? I'm looking for a top-notch green niche fragrance. Well, I'm not massively into Synthetic Jungle. A lot of other people who like green fragrances love it and say it's one of the best green fragrances they've ever smelled. But Synthetic Jungle has that huge white floral aspect, and I get a stale shit vibe from it. I'm not big into that, to be honest. I wasn't a fan of that, to be honest with you. Aventus is the Kardashian of the perfume world, says Jura. Stream liked, says Drawn by Sense. Worth a lot and you never know why. Yeah. Heidi is a weirdness stands also. Yeah, Heidi Slimane sued Kering years ago. I wonder what for. Anyone here own grey vetiver? Yes, I do. Thanks for asking. I imagine quite a few people do. I like thickness, says Nick. Samsara is a Baroque jasmine and vanilla for me. I like thick, says Manly Sense. Okay, I preferred the EDT as I remember. Lots of people do. Synthetic Jungle is an astringent for me. A bit headachy, says Jura. Synthetic Jungle is overpriced for what it is, sadly, says DJ. Synthetic Jungle is lovely. Green from start to finish, says Proddy. I get rhubarb, says Jura. I prefer green spell, but stay away if you care about big performance, says Fosco. Green spell is nice. I like that. Sorry, the last emoji was a slip of the digit, says Jura. shooting roses. I see Healy, and that just brings warmth to my heart. Have you tried the new Cologne Officinale, Mark? It is fabulous. It's extremely dry. It smells like the Marseille soap. It smells like really high-end soap. Chanel number 19 is a great green fragrance, says Stephen. Yes. Hello, Pat Lester. Your scent of the day is a Peace Marine. It's a great fragrance to counteract the heat wave that is currently occurring here in the west coast of the US. Nick, says Nick. Great, he seems like Eris increased prices. Wanted to revisit Scorpio Rising, says Pradeep. Imperial leather soap. Wouldn't James Healy do well at the helm of Hermes? Not saying they need a new nose, but he'd be great. I think Healy is the most underrated of niche houses at the minute. It deserves a lot more love. I feel like there's something there for almost everyone. It's absolutely fantastic. Montfresh I own, based solely on Mark's recommendation. But I've had that for years. Mine's the second version, because if you didn't know, people, edition 2. Hey! So it's the first reformulation. I think Mark might have the first. It's not the second reformulation, it's the second formulation. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Sorry. Is Nick making lewd remarks? Paroli, hello. Scorpio Rising was always a little bit more expensive, says Fosco. I wonder why. Cologne Officinale is brilliant, which I tried it recently based on your recommendation, and it's fantastic. That is nice to hear. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's not the worst price either. It's not the worst price at all. A lot of fragrance. A lot of fragrance for the money. I credit DJ with recommending it to Rich Mitch as well. Dura. Is your Grey Vetiver the older formulation or the one when they brought it back? It is the older one. The batch code on this is A56. Robe says I need to do more Healy sampling samples videos. I know I have a few kicking around. I'm going to try and get the whole house. I'm going to try and get the whole house in sample form. I think it just gets a little bit expensive. If you go on their website and order them, it can add up. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want Cologne Officinale and Montfresh, but, you know. The next ones I'm going to be doing are going to be tomorrow, and I am going to be sampling the new Houbagonts. We have Patchouli Savage and Tabac Udor and Patchouli Savage, Tabac Nomad, and Ambre de Abyss. Hoping to find something very lovely in there. So we'll be doing those tomorrow before I then open up the vault and see which sample set. I think it's going to be Clune Keen, actually. Another Dura Rose recommendation. So that'll be interesting. Oranges and lemons is beautiful for the hour it lasts, says Bosco. There's loads of fragrances like that, isn't there? You need to do your Vanille Havan first impression, says Kevin Fitzgerald to Robes. It's just a fucking brilliant house. Like, I said that again today. I think Les and Demadable is the best niche house in the world at the minute. Excuse me. I think I'm going to choke. No, I'm not. Thank you for coming in, Mark. I really appreciate it. Scent of the day is Prada Infusion de Ris. Original stuff. Nice. Saw on eBay posting for a 740ml bottle. Not going to lie, I would consider it. 750ml even. It's that extra 10ml, you know. It's that extra 10ml makes it a tough decision. I mean, I know they did them massive, massive bottles. And then what they do is they send you a smaller bottle with it so that you can decant from the massive bottle into the smaller bottle. The marine one, I forgot the name, is pretty good. Salmarin. Jura, what did I recommend? Kelowna Aficionale. That's right. Love some oud, says Nick Walker. The new Hubergon aren't great in my opinion. Only Patchouli Sauvage might be worth a bottle, maybe. So if it's the same patchouli that they use in Fougère Royale, it's lovely. Oh, I really like my grey vetiver. Rich low-key loves falcon leather, says Zhao. Irish brand Castana is gorgeous, says Fosco. I might try them as well. Thank you, Rich, for that recommendation. I'll buy a complete sample set of the Les Inimitables, says Duchar. Please do. Andrej is wearing Atelier Materi cacao porcelain from a sample. Anyone know a cheap place to get grey vetiver? You've just battered it for the last 45 minutes. Yes, Zhao, curious to hear Duck's thoughts. What about? Let's tip the Leon. Yes, comes with an empty 30ml bottle. That's right, Aaron. Right, I must go and dehydrate, friends. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Oh. Whoa, I am back. Oh, has anybody seen that Peter has released a new fragrance today? That's interesting. Called Elixir. I've smelled it. But I shan't be commenting on it because I know Peter. I talk to Peter all the time. And I feel it would be improper. It would make me look like a hypocrite. for us to speak about it after all the things I've said about people getting free bottles and all the nepotism in the com. Thoroughly concur with Robes' video about that. Couldn't agree more. Well said. Ooh, I say I am streaming over the top note. I am sorry about that, Cherie. I did not mean to do that. Although now I've said it, I remembered that you were going to stream. I'll have to watch that after this is finished. Rich only leaves so we can drop a lemon. No, you can't drop a lemon because I have blocked the lemons. Boz, welcome. Acro Bake has big lime overtones. Acro Bake, smelled it in the shop the other day. It's got a little bit of jus de peau about it. It's wheaty, bready, that kind of thing. It's not great. It's good, but not great, you know. What I need to do is find my pen, for I must write things down, my friends. Give me a second. There's my book. Where's my pen? This isn't going to be one of them fucking... There it is. You have them days where you can't find your pen, and it's just the most ugly of scenes. And ba 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 ba. Trying to talk to the doctor tomorrow, and I've got a few things I want to talk to him about, and I forgot what they are. Not very fucking clever, is it? I'll have to think. I'm talking to you for the time being. The doctor will have to wait. Bless him. Let's have a look here. What we got? J-Rod said, Nick, cheap grey vetiver, wait for a riot and start looting somewhere near a posh department store. Go there and pick up yourself or wait until it hits eBay. Best way to pick up luxury items, says J-Rod. Fragrance Buy has some in stock, says Paroli. It's getting impossible to not stream at the same time as someone else in Bradcom, says Nick. That's right. I'd shill for free bottles of a Ritzy or a Lorenzo, says Paroli. Lovely Book, I am sure. Book! 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 It's nice to see Audrey Jane in the chat the other day, wasn't it? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Book! George Z sends free samples, so I heard. Just got to become his buddy, but that's not so hard since he's a very friendly guy. Not a bad word about GZ, says Boz. Samples is fine. Sending samples is fine. Then you can decide whether people like it or not by whether they then go and buy the bottle. You know? What do you want me to say? That said, I buy all my samples as well. Book. They were saying boo. They were saying fucking boo earns. Boo earns. I will hydrate, Boz. Fear not. I will hydrate. Oh dear. I wonder what I'm going to wear this week. I keep trying to remind myself to wear that Amouage attire that I've got. You know? Pradeep says, sure, as long as we can be like Persolays and call full bottle samples. Well, quite. Quite. You're right. Booley Brothers, David Bowie song. Smithers Gold, yes. A 100ml decant, says Paroli. Rich, I sang to you. Shall I play it for everybody to listen to, Dura Rose? Is that what I should do? Is that what you're saying? Who would like to hear Dura Rose sing on stream? Eh? What shall we do with a drunken Dura? Not that he's drunk. Play it? Oh no. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting to hear that. Oh no, there's Peter. Oh, he's deleted it, the slag. Well, that's not very nice, Dura Rose. Dura Rose has bottled it. He's deleted it. Oh well. You got away with it this time, Dura Rose. Look at him. Look at his little face. He's delighted. He's buzzing, isn't he? I must pop back out the room for 1 minute. I'll be back. Dura Rose, sing to the people. Keep them entertained. Don't let them leave. Oh, where's my pen? There it is. Let's have a look at you. There's it Sunday. Sunday is basically over. That door. Oh, I think I've burnt my tongue. That's not very much fun. Persila's sound, in my opinion, says a Fosco. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, I didn't enjoy his interview with Les Indomitable though. I don't know why, I can't explain it. There's no rhyme nor reason to it, so like I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it. Boz says, are you guys horny for fragrances? I am. What's he saying? Why, Jura, is it your name or does it mean like Jurassic? Boz Rich can explain. I'm not sure I can, actually. Jurassic Rose, a floral nose. Jura's an island. An island off the coast of Scotland. And very... very... very famous for a whiskey that they make. And rose, I think, is his favourite note in perfume, or his favourite floral. Nick says, I loved Persila's video celebrating 190 years of Girl On. Going to be 200 years soon. Jura is a geological epoch. That would make sense, because Jura likes that kind of thing. Am I not interesting anymore, says Jura. Jura has many meanings for me, says Jura. Has anyone tried Lila Noor perfumes? Not me. Ah! Excuse me. Euros where George Orwell completed 1984, says Nick. I am happy you said that, says Jura Rose. Jura's made himself the centre of attention. He always does that. He's good at that, isn't he? My video quality is absolute shit. Then my name would be Lagavulin Vetiver, says Pat Lester. Oh. I don't even drink whiskey. Yes, Gull Rouge is lovely. Says Joe, everybody seems to know what they're talking about except me. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I smell perfume. I smell perfume. What else do I do? And I am unwell. It's about the only kind of things that I partake in, really. What the hell's a pleated whiskey? It's not like hair, is it? I'm looking to grab Agar a piece from them, says Supply and Demand. Lila Nur. Spicy oud. Peated whiskey. Oh, not pleated. Like the hair. That's what I thought you meant. Or pleats in your whiskey. Weird. Oh dear. It is Sunday, the end of another week. Tomorrow is Monday. The start of another week, obviously. Fuck. What are you all thinking of wearing? Do you know what I haven't worn much this year? My creeds. I have neglected my creeds quite a bit. There's a lot of perfume sat there. A lot of fuck all being worn. Today I wore Mediterranean Neroli by Ermenegildo Zegna. And I don't rightly know whether I enjoyed it or not. I like the smell, but it's got that kind of, I don't want to say bug spray, but it's got do I want to say bug spray? Maybe. Proddy was trying to get us to sell it. The best guitars from Dubai are mom and pop shops, no brand names ever. I want to try Maison Anthony Marman because Jura Bros has recommended them, but they want you to make a minimum order of about 60 odd quid, and I'm not very happy about that because I feel like I'm being bounced into it. Excuse me whilst I hydrate and just spill the fucking stuff all over myself. I'm going to wear YSL Pour Homme tomorrow. I had to sell mine. I couldn't hack it. Didn't like it, like at all. You'd think I'd love a fragrance like that, but it's got this kind of sharpness, this angry kind of, I don't know. Yeah. The early formulations are fantastic. I think mine was an earlier formulation. Mine was an earlier formulation because it came in that bottle. You have Givenchy Pour Homme. Pass. I don't think so. I've got Monsieur de Givenchy and I've got Givenchy Gentleman. No, I'm going to say no, I don't. I'm going to say no, I don't. Givenchy's Italian though, aren't they? Givenchy's an Italian brand. Micah Shoemaker, welcome. How glad I am to see you. Pull up a pew. Smoother and as fine as Tonka Imperial as Aubin. Yes, YSL Pour Homme is definitely a weird phrase, isn't it? Isn't it, though? I get that weirdness from it. Have you seen that it's heavily featured in American Psycho? Like it's like one of the main things he uses in the book. Givenchy's French. I always thought Givenchy was Italian. Why did I think that? Monsieur de Givenchy and YSL Pour Homme have similarities. Yes, I would agree. I always thought, why did I think Givenchy was fucking... Then again, I thought Balenciaga was Italian as well, but it's not Spanish. Givenchy is not from Blackpool, Jura Rose, you absolute rascal. Red Breast is a good whiskey, says Pat Lester. I'm a fan of all things Brest. Scent of the day, Ter Haute Intense Vetiver. I think that's gone, isn't it? Has that been discontinued? Hermes have just had this massive kind of spasm of fucking destroying suits from Southend. It's they've just had this massive spasm of discontinuing things, haven't you? Brinda Reglis, which I'm always dying to call religious. Oh, fuck's sake, I've just said it. Brinda Reglis. It has an unusual floral note, but a wonderful sandalwood dry down, says Parole. Is it true that Queer D'Orange is discontinued? Apparently. I'd heard that. I can't remember who told us, but apparently it's gone, yeah? Or it's going. Picking up a Cologne Aficionale. Anything else from Healy recommendations would be there's Eau Sacre and Cardinal, which are both of the incense ones. Oranges and lemons, say the bells of St. Clemens. Note de Yuzu. Montfresh. Sel Marin. Loads of the stuff. The Vetiver one's meant to be really good as well. My scent of the night is Roger Enigma Cologne, says Boz. That's quite swish. Intense Vetiver is quite nice, that. Chanela from Skegness, says Nick. Last year I smelled a girl on from the Les Absoluts d'Orient line and only one really moved me, but I can't remember which one was it. Which one is your favourite? I can't remember which line that is. Name some of the ones that are in it. Is that the ones with Ensons Mythique in it? Because that's a fabulous perfume. Maybe Jean-Claude Elena made Maybe Jean-Claude Elena made Heaven Can Wait as Paprika Brazil was whacked. He would have had to have known in good time. Coco probably loved a Geordie man, says Jura. Evening all. Evening Tim Wilcox. Yeah, Mike, or I'd try and go for a sample set if at all possible, like. I'm always skeptical of Hermes rumours. Jane Birkin died today. I think that's the second time I've said that, in case anybody wasn't here this first time I said it. Musk Noble. The only one I really cared from that line was Ensons Mythique. Oops. Other waves at Blackpool, I imagine, but not very big ones. Santal Royale. Don't care for Santal Royale. Sold mine ages ago. Got my nose on Hilly's vintage blue bottle. Very soft. Get the rose in it. Kind of shite. It's very... I can understand why some people would think it was boring. I just think it's the finest of its kind. And I like its kind. You know what I mean? It's got that kind of cold iris kind of iris that doesn't really... Every time I smell this, I like it more. Timbuktu. Might wear that tomorrow. Might wear Invasion Berber tomorrow. Oh. Lovely jubbly. That absolute line is appalling. Too much like Montal Montserrat, says Proddy. There's waves of heroin in Blackpool. There's definitely a wave of drug deaths and stuff like that. I can't find a sample set of it anywhere. Hard to find decants too, says Supply and Demand. Peter keeps texting us even though I'm streaming. Obviously he doesn't have the notifications bell turned on, the swine. Probably great cuisine in Eiffel Tower, sandy beaches, 5-star hotels, beautiful. What are you doing in Hawaii? Get on a plane to Blackpool, says Jura. I can't find sample sets, but anyway, I think it was Bois Mysterio. Oh, didn't like that either. Bois Mysterio's got that, it has got that, Bois Mysterio has got that, cumin foul spice thing going on. Santal Messiah, better than Santal Royale. I would agree with that. Cold iris, many of those this winter with outrageous energy prices. Have you gotten around to your Argos samples yet? No, they're near the back of the queue, to be honest. Next going to be the Hubigants, then the Clune Keen. Then I'm going to get to probably the Metropop Fumier. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe I'll do them first. I've got some other ones I wouldn't mind tying up as like loose ends. I've got some loose ends lurking about somewhere. That line from Vasa was worse than anything Demaché did at Rio round 1 fight. Was it worse than anything he did at Dio? Really? All Songs was the pickup of the bunch. Argos, I need to check their catalogue, says Jura. I hear Afghanistan is lovely this time of the year, says Prod. Jesus. All Songs was the pick from the bunch. I would agree with that. That line didn't impress me much. That don't impress me much. I got Adonis Awakens last month and absolutely love it, says Boz. With the laminated book of dreams to catch the tears of joy. What? Jura Rose, I watched a short documentary about expensive life in Ireland. Is it really that hard? It is extremely expensive. Rob says, I feel like doing a live stream on my channel, but I respect you, Duck, to not start one during yours. Wondering if you were still going for a while. If so, all good. Or perhaps you could join me later. Mark, you can start a live stream whenever you like. It's not a problem. I'll be going for another 50 minutes, and then I will be retiring to my bed. I would love to join you. I might watch, but I won't be. So it'll be like 5 p.m. your time when I stop. That's usually I start at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and I end at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or GMT is 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. That's when I do my lives. Basically, if I haven't started by about 8 o'clock, I'm not usually going to. Unless something happens, something interesting. But yes, please don't let me stop you. Crack on and... Just wanted your blessing. Don't want to step on your duck feet, you know. Yes, my cheese feet. My cheese feet. I do have the old webbed... I don't actually have webbed feet, because some people do have webbed feet, and it's weird. But my duck self has webbed feet. Cheese feet. But anytime you want, please don't. I'm not that, like, I'm actually streaming over Cherie at the minute, and I felt a bit bad. This Sam Toronto man keeps telling me there's something wrong with us. And I just keep telling him, yes, it's thirst. He keeps telling us there's something wrong with us. Bless him. Never had a problem with Sam Toronto before. He's just extremely concerned about my fucking drinking of water. If only he knew. I had 25 litres of water in here the other day. There's only about half of that left. Duck's gonna duck. 50 or 15? 50, says Boz. I actually like Songe. Thought that and all Songe lost a lot in the reform, says Bosco. Adonis Awakens is one of my most complimented senses, supply and demand. Lick the stream, says Centered Moments. Yes, friends, it's that time of the stream again. If you have not already and you are keen on liking streams, and it seems that you haven't liked this stream, don't let me stop you from liking this stream. It's all up to you. I believe that's supply and demand. Ooh. Excuse me. I just heard a honk from a horn, of all things, up the road. I don't know what's going on. Galfar, have you tried Eklund de Fumi by Serge Luton? No, I haven't, unfortunately. It is a better version of Volutes, apparently. Thank you, Boz. Galfar, welcome to you. No, I haven't. I haven't smelled it. But it is a new Serge Luton's. I'd like to smell it. The Boz, Dublin is cheap for you. Norway's even more expensive. Norway's fucking very expensive. Hey, I finally got a decanter for all gold sort on your channel, 11 out of 10. Yeah, a couple of people have been talking about that recently. There's a bit of it, yeah. 500ml bottle of water cost me nearly £3. That is fucking despicable. Was it Irish water, though? Was it Irish water? Was it, like, water from, like, Ireland, I suppose? Especially now that the krona is weaker than ever. Is the krona double weak, is it? I didn't know that. I know the pound's been picking up recently. Against the dollar, you get 1.30 now. £1.30. You got $1.30 to the pound or something like that. Yeah, that's right. It was nearly at parity when Liz Truss was in power, the bad cow. But that's what you get for putting interest rates up. Brings inflation down. Lots of Croats emigrated to Ireland when Croatia joined the EU. Not like we're short of water, says Jura. Well, it shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so, what's it called? I don't know. Water from a ginger fanny is Irish water, says DJ. It's an outrageous remark. It's something between Vanilla Van, Volutes and Tobacco Squeeze. Oh, Vanilla Van's lovely, I like that. Hello, Kitchy K. How are you? You want to say expensive? Try getting sick in the States. Yeah, fuck that. I'd be dead. I'd be fucking dead. There's no way I could afford to be like in the state I'm in if I lived in the United States. I just couldn't afford it. Couldn't afford to get sick. Know what I mean? It's a fucking rip-off. But yes, shit's getting expensive as fuck. But someone's making a fortune and it ain't us. I can tell you, the fragrance brands ought to be ashamed of themselves putting their fucking prices up the way they have over the last year. Even fucking more, the last 18 months. You know what I mean? Shipping companies ought to be ashamed of themselves. State of them. Irish healthcare isn't cheap either. A bed in the Rotunda. A bed in the Rotunda is $1,000 a night, €1,000 a night. I drove 2 hours and got a really rare doll on Facebook Marketplace. The things we do for our hobbies, eh? You couldn't get me to drive for 2 hours for any other reason than perfume. I can't imagine anything being worth a 2 hour drive to me. Maybe it's to meet Alan Hansen. I've done that before. That was worth it. What else? I've driven to meet Dura Rose, but Dura Rose once got on a plane to meet me, so that was nice. Is that what a hospital is? A rotunda? I'm rotund, you know. You drive to meet a dot. I know, yes, I met Audrey Jane. Supply and demand. I saw an article, niche fragrances is one of the only products that hasn't been affected by price hikes across the board. Well, that can't be true, surely. Jesus, whoa. That is pain and suffering. Bloody hell. I'm just glad I get sick where I've managed to get sick, thank God. It's a shitty weather here, says Buzz. Yeah, it's been pretty crappy here as well. I saw an article, niche fragrances is one of the only products that hasn't been affected. More so people buying them. Ah, I see what you're saying. Robes told the emperor he has no clothes and the peasants are upset. That's right. That was great. That video was fucking immense. It needs to be said. I mean, I've been saying it for ages, but I've got fucking less than 2,000 subscribers. So even though they are all the right people, you know, my 2,000 subscribers, it's not a lot compared to someone like Robes who has 50,000 and has been around for the best, 15 years. You know what I mean? When Robes says it hits different, you know. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. If I get pardon. These people have been getting away with it for too long. It's about time we fucking push back on them. You know what I mean? They take and take and take and take and take from the likes of you and me, and they give fucking nothing back. Lady Jane is a nice Stones ballad. Depends on what they consider niche. Still probably untrue, says Fosco. People still buying them even through the price hikes. Got you. It's because we're fucking silly. There's no other fucking explanation for it, let's be honest. We must be mad. Mark just started his stream, says Dusan. I know. I've got the bell. I've got the notification. It's an addiction, says Nick. It's hard to argue with that. It's not fucking easy, is it? It's not easy to argue against that point. It is very... I mean, it's not heroin or fucking crack cocaine or fucking that type of shit, but it's difficult, you know? It's difficult to knock it on the head. But I love it. I love what it's given us, I must admit. The channel, the interaction, the fact I can come and sit here on a Sunday night and talk to people about perfume and the weather and the Norwegian krona being in dire straits and the state of the fucking influencer market and all of that good stuff, you know? Juro's making Turkish coffee. What have you got, like the barrel of sand? That's what you've got to do, isn't it? You've got to drag it across the top of the sand. I think it's referring to Baccarat Rouge 540 and up. I wonder, Parfum de Marly Initio new owners will send free bottles. Well, yeah, it's worked for them so far. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That shit brand that makes Falcon leather sent out a shit ton after they got invested in. Who invested in them? Addictions, inelastic demand. Yes. Bilbo Fraggins, welcome to you. My lord, how are you? Hey, Parfum de Marly and also Initio. Yeah, they're fucking awful. I mean, Parfum de Marly is slightly less awful than fucking Initio. Works out for the last owner, says probably, yeah. Oh, you can wear and make memories with. Yeah. Sorry for being mean to you, Bilbo, says Kitchy K. 39 watching, 39 likes. Oh. We like that kind of thing. Yes. Sorry for being mean to you, Bill. That's nice from Kitchy K, isn't it? I had in Istanbul thick coffee that, like it had mashed beans. Mashed beans? Chap advertising Pradeep. Fragrance de Bois I find crass and tacky as hell. I mean, yeah, Fragrance du Bois, I mean, they're a bit crud, really. You know, they're what people who aren't that into perfume think that top-end perfume smells like, aren't they? You know? I mean, when I say that, not that into perfume, what people who just want to be told what to wear, you know? That's what they think is high-end perfumery. It's not. I was mean to him for being mean to you, boss, says Kitchy K. It's a vicious circle. Violence only begets more violence. Like, how does a brand manage to be more cringe than Roger, says DJ. I'm sure somebody will try. I was assaulted by Baccarat Rouge 540 while mincing quietly around the gallery earlier. It was quite distracting, but I got emotional. Oh dear. Did you cry out in pain? Did you fall to your knees? Fuck now, I want Velout's Vanille Van and Echlin de Fumé. I will go for the Serge Lutens. Go for the one that you like the most. Go for the one that you like the most, mate. It's your money. It's all money. It's your money. It's all money. It's your money. You buy what you like the most. And that way you'll get the most for your money. You know? Only you can figure out which one you like the most. You know? I can't tell you what to feel. Nobody can tell you what to feel. Rose burst out into a tantrum. He must have found a hair out of place. Velout as in Veluto. Any connection with the coffee? No. Velouts are those spirals that you find at the top of Greek pillars. The velout is a spiral structure. And it can also refer to... You'll know exactly what I mean when I show you. Hold on a second. What is a velout? A velout, you can get a velout pump. It's a fucking... Look. Can you see here? You've seen them before. That's a velout in architecture. You've seen them before loads of times. Of course you have. But you can also... It's basically that kind of spiral structure. You know, you can get pumps like that. A hairdryer's a volute. Loads of things though. Oh, there's a volute pump. And you get the impeller. There you are. So if the coffee is called volute, it must be because of the steam and the smoke and the smell coming off in spirals. It's a good name for it. Stup in Bosnian, yeah. You also get volutes on Roman lamps. See, we're getting into the mysteries of fucking linguistics here. I just got out of a shop, smelled EA version of Bowling Green at shite, says Steph's. Oh, Steph's. Okay, Kay. Little water under the bridge now. Zero, all you smelling sentinel is piss and Baccarat Rouge 540. I'll go for the Serge Luton's Tantrumaniac. People still have dreams of Paris smelling like anything other than piss like every other city. Just don't go to Saint-Germain. That is apparently a fucking dark place. Volute. I will break that dream, says DJ. Hello, Germs. Welcome. Premier Figure. Nice. I haven't smelled a Roger I like, period, says Supply and Demand. 15 sprays of Baccarat Rouge 540 extra is enough for... Oh, nuclear. It's enough for nuclear winter. Do you know there are 3 fragrance streams going on now with a combined total of 150 people watching them? That's fantastic. Voluptuous. I've had a few of them. 220 euros for 50 ml of Vanilla Van. Yeah, the pricing is high. You will see where that money goes when you smell the sample. Get a sample set first. Don't blind buy it. Don't blind buy it. 45, 50 euros for the Les Indomptables sample kit is brilliant. It's fantastic. If you smell it and you like it, you can buy 10 mils for like 40 euros or 50 euros or something. You know? You already have the set. Then buy the one you want. Buy the one that you want the most. My theory about it is if you get the one you want the most, even if you get less of it, you get a better experience. I would rather pay extra for quality. And it's hard to touch Les Indomptables for the quality of their ingredients and the blending and the overall smell. I haven't found one yet that's got bad performance. Apart from the colognes, but they're colognes, you know. Galvar, honestly, my advice to you is, you could wait for a sale like I did. I got Patchouli Noisette for 20% off, so I paid like £160 for it, you know, 170 euros, £160. The Surge is supreme, but the Surge is supreme also. Sorry, I don't know what that means, Galvar. The colognes are worth it. I think the colognes are eminently worth it. They're really good value. Hold me back, Hood. Hold me back. I do something that's probably my favourite fig. I love it. It's Barbie versus Oppenheimer versus Mission Impossible, says Pradeep. I'm going to go for Oppenheimer. I know that story already. Ooh. Chicken and pig. Sorry, Peter, mate. I can't listen to those at the minute. I'm streaming. I just licked the stream. Welcome, Eugene. Yippee. Did you get that poutine, says Micah? The Surgeton Echelon de Fume is brilliant for €88. Buy it. Buy it. If that's the one you want, buy it. You have to do what's best for you with your money. You know? Do you feel that Vinay Havan is 3 times better, even though it's 3 times the price? You know? I mean, it's the law of diminishing returns as well, you know what I'm saying? The more money you spend, the smaller the increments of improvement are. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Zelensky doesn't like poutine, says Dushan. Nope. Not in the know, welcome to you. Ashley Bissett, welcome to you. With your raisins. Yeah, buddy. I don't know, but I hear tell that maybe Eugene is going to do another stream later. Maybe. You know? It's possible. No poutine, no movie, says Eugene. I've been thinking about getting myself a cross trainer. Duck speaking facts, says Stephs. Stream Rama. We'll see if Ramsey will do a stream as well after Eugene. We'll just be on a roll. I caught some of Eugene's stream last night, but I was in and out of consciousness. I was a tired boy. A tired boy. Let's have a look at my tablets for late at night. Here we go. Ah! Excuse me whilst I hydrate. 10 more likes and I'll do a stream after this one, says Eugene. Good Lord. Dreamies, Sundays off of streaming. That's right. Go ahead, Eugene, I support you. Dev might stream, says Jura Rose. Ramsey will do an unboxing video in 2 days, says Dusan. BJR, everyone like the stream for Eugene. Welcome, BJR. I do not believe I have seen you before, but hello to you. How are you? You are most welcome here. Please pull up a chair. Sit down. Have a nice time. I don't know, when was the last time Ramsey did a video? Did he do one last night? Oh, 43 people watching, 44 people watching now. I like it when the numbers line up, it's lovely. We'll see if Dev streams. We'll just have to wait and see. Still trying to decide what I'm going to wear tomorrow. Apparently it's meant to be raining here all week. It's my fucking luck. I sell off loads of my summer perfumes so that I can get to the ones that I really want to wear, and then it stops being summer in the middle of summer. It's the height of July at the minute. Literally. Smack dab in the middle of fucking July. It's the 16th. Dev doesn't stream, he trips. He has spontaneous trips and seances. BJL, bonjour, Rich. Bonjour is all one word, surely. Is it? You've got us questioning myself now. Oh, God knows. I might wear Dune tomorrow, or Timbuktu. Raining most of the week here too. I mean, I like the rain, you know? I like the rain, but I also, like, you can't appreciate the rain unless it stops sometimes, you know? It's like, how am I supposed to miss you if you won't go away, you know? So, I mean, I wouldn't mind if it stopped raining for a while, but Maybe not for like 4 and 5 and 6 weeks like it has done a couple of months ago. The weather's just erratic, man. It's chaos. Bit of florals work nice in the rain. Iris, I find, works really nice in the rain. If you want to call iris a bit of floral, yeah, maybe it does. Where to? Surrender yourself to JCE. I will not. You're making it sound as though I'm like slowly taking off my clothes for him. Yeah, exactly. It can't like it if it never stops, yeah. You know what I mean? Still haven't heard from Kelly Lyons. I think I might send our Kelly a little email and see if she's alright after that earthquake in Alaska today. I saw that and immediately thought of her. Bless her. Tsunami warning. Iris Nazarena in the rain. Yeah, it's got that leather as well, so it'll keep you warm. You know. I'm looking forward to wearing Iris Nazarena in the in the autumn this year. You know. I haven't started wearing the one in news centres yet because I'm wearing the one that Natalia sent me. Sorry, I'm just having a brain fart, like. Iris Nazarena. Your channel, your stream. Rich doesn't like JCE. Might be a little bit harsh. I like some of the stuff he's done. I think he's overrated. Personally, I think he's massively overrated. But do you know what it is? And that heaven can wait. I'm sure I can smell this fucking. I'm sure I can smell amberwood in this heaven can wait. You know. I'm sure I can. Oh, 44 people watching them. 44 likes. All the fours. Oh. Good grief. The excitement. The satisfaction. Oh, fuck off. 46 and 45 now. Spoiled it. Not to worry. That's okay. 46. We like that kind of thing. Not as much as 4 though. It was nice while it lasted. Rich likes Demache and Rich does not like Demache. That may be why. Rich, will you go somewhere on a vacation this summer? I will not. Not well enough to go on vacation, mate. That may be why these commercial niche houses keep getting bought out as they are appearing recession-proof, says Supply and Demand. If they've got stuff like Baccarat Rouge and Creed and... not Baccarat Rouge and Creed, Baccarat Rouge, and they've got Aventus, you know. I mean, Bar Wild be getting offers up his nose, you know what I mean? Rain here in Manchester this coming week. Summer was in June in England in the north. That's now. Yes, I would. Well, it's not quite Manchester in Newcastle, but it's not far off as far as the weather's concerned. Manchester's the wettest place in Britain, like, because it's on that side of the Pennines. But yeah, it kind of feels like you're right. Rich likes carnation, vetiver, patch, and lavender, and water. Especially water. Jean-Claude Elena is amazing, says Space Star. I feel sophisticated and posh when I wear his creations. JCE is brilliant. I like JCE. He does his own thing. Excuse me. Missed you at my stream last night, Dushan, says the boss. Rich likes Sheldrake, says Dushan. Rich does like Sheldrake. I'd love to see him do a bit more with lavender. Duck's ideal perfume would be lemon plus labdanum plus amberwood, says Pradeep. Yeah, me. That wrench has gone to your head. It's like calling Maradona overrated. Do you know what Maradona's his best attribute was? And it's the same with Zinedine Zidane, and I think it's the same with all players. All the very best players of almost any sport, right? They all have this in common, right? It's their balance. You look at the best players in any sport, right? It's their balance. It's their ability to be in control of themselves at all time. Pirlo was just fucking incredible. Pirlo was very well balanced as well, to be fair. But his vision is what made him fucking special. Duck's ideal. Oh, sorry, I'm not reading that again. Pradeep, I feel inspired to make such a perfume for him, says Jura. Eugene, last night was a great battle between Diaghilev and Shipropolitan. The result was 1-1. The Love Beneath, welcome to you. That's so true, says the Love Beneath. Just notice it. The next time you're watching any sport, you watch golf, tennis, you watch fucking polo, watch football, watch American football, basketball, baseball, fucking running, F1. All these people in all of their curling, if you want, yes. All right. Balance. The ability to have control over your entire body all at the same fucking time. Boxing, absolutely. Stay on your feet. The ability to have control over all of your body all of the time. Balance. Madonna is now overrated back in the day. You'll think Maradona, not Madonna. She owned MTV in the world, like Michael. Dancing, ice skating, hockey, shooting. Whether with a fucking gun or with a bow and arrow. Balance. If you're unbalanced and you try to attempt any of these things, you will be fucked. You'll not be able to do it. It is your ability to balance. I'm not reading that out, Jura Rose, you pervert. Although it is true. Eating competitions. your gut biome has to be in balance, you know. There's interest in the stream that isn't about perfumes, I guess. There are many streams I'm not interested in. Michael Jordan, Gretzky, Messi, Max 40, all the... Wife carrying? Wife carrying? Yes, I laughed at that. It was an involuntary crease. Rich said hockey. I did said hockey. Especially vital in hockey. Think of the amount of stuff your body's got to do all at the same time in ice hockey. Cheese rolling, I actually thought, I swear to God, Tim, I thought cheese rolling. Those people going down the hills. French love, work-life balance. French love. Mincing requires master balance. And it's the ability to not fall over even though you've lost your balance. That's what mincing requires, isn't it? Just next time you're just observing any kind of sport, find the best person who is best at that sport and see just how well balanced that person is. It's very interesting. People would say technique. So, like, if you ask what makes the player so good, it's mental. And to believe is mental. The mental aspect's extremely important as well. You can have all the talent in the world. If your mind's fucked, you're not going anywhere. Need to balance mind, body, and soul. Yes, the ability to find balance in your life. This is what I was going to extrapolate. Well, that was a good segue, BJR. The ability to balance things in your life. I think we all struggle at some points when we're younger to find balance in our lives. You get pulled too far in one direction, and you get to a certain age and you're like, bollocks to everything. I'm going to make the old fucking... I'm going to make my own priorities now. When you're young, life happens to you. You know? As you get older, you sort of start to get your grip on life and you make things happen. Alcaraz was great. He was great. It was pretty fucking great the way he did. Djokovic needs to retire. Hockey is the most talented sport. Soccer might be the most beautiful. I'm not sure about that. I don't know what the most talented sport is. The most talented sport. Whew. That's an argument that would end in a fight, isn't it? If you had it in real life. Djokovic needs to retire, says Boz. I'm not sure he needs to retire. I mean, he's getting there. But I mean, he's still getting to like Grand Slam finals at 36. I mean, what was I doing at 36 last year? Sat here telling you lot what I thought about fucking Francois Demarchais. That's what I was doing. Those who can do, those who can't stream about it. I'm here to just say hello. I just came from a run, and anyway, I need to feel a little low. Oh, sorry, Papa Femo. I hope you feel better, mate. Hot dog eating, says Fosco. I've seen the Hemingway weight first impression. Glad it's not that bad. Seems nice, but not enough. I don't think I'll be buying it. Boxing's really tough because you get punched in the fucking head while you're trying to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Some fucking hard fucker stood in front of you trying to fucking hurt you. You know? Oh, Kichike was a ballerina for 15 years. That sounds hard. Oh my God, I have like a prayer in my head now, says Supply and Demand. Better you than me. Ballet is a beautiful sport. On the rings and pole, says DJ. Gymnastics, yes. Lots of gymnastics is tough. I hope you are feeling better. Lane, look far, how are you? Papa Femo, I hope you feel better soon, mate. I'm only you can make. Ping pong is insane. Oi, too quick. I'd put me back out doing that. Boxing is the ultimate sport. It's up there. It certainly is. Len says, thanks, Rich. I'm great. Trying to stay cool, it's so hot. No problem for me, not whining. It's a shame to the Olympics ruining judo martial arts. Judo's a tough sport. Karate's not easy. The martial arts aren't easy either. Any sport where you're just trying to go about your own business and somebody's trying to fucking stop you and hurt you. That's not very good, is it? Your car restoration videos are awesome, man, says Anuj to Lane. Lane, when were you going to tell us you had a channel and you were reforming? Reforming? You were reforming car? You were doing reformulations on cars. Lane has a channel of which I will now share in the comments. In the oh fuck me, what's it called? In the chat. Jesus. Taekwondo do actually require insane balance. It's great to see you, Anuj. Lane's channel is amazing. I've just linked it in the channel. I'm subbed myself. I've just subbed now. I had no idea. Doing car restorations and fragrance stuff reminds me of Life of American Pie. He's got some car stuff on his channel. Oh, something people just have to accept. Pool is a difficult sport, but I think it's called snooker in your country. No, pool and snooker are two clean different things. Different balls, different table. Yeah. Speedboat racing was once an Olympic sport, says Tim. Snooker takes balls. Lots of sports use balls. Pool, snooker, billiards, curling. I always like curling. I like the bowls as well. You know, bowls, where you throw the ball. You throw the ball to the thing and try and get it interesting. Lane's channel has a bit of everything for everyone. Really cool, says Anush. That is cool. Curly. Not curly. Curling. Thank you for sharing my channel. I don't know. I do a little bit of everything, really. Jack of all trades, master of none, says Lane. I'm a bit like that. Well, certainly the master of none. I wouldn't necessarily know that I can turn my hand to anything. But I'm certainly the master of none. Fuck. Volleyball is always competitive women's sports, honestly. They pretend like they're not, but they are. They're viciously competitive, especially with other women. It's insane. You can get women, make women compete against each other. You'll see fucking... You'll see blood. Richie would like Wii Sports. Had Wii Sports. Just didn't like it. Used to play it with lasses. Used to come back to my house and play Wii Sports. I'm going to dehydrate, friends. I'll be back. Oh. I'm back, friends. I am back and I am quack. I'm not going to be around for much longer. Streaming, that is. Jesus. That came across a bit dramatic. Oh. What am I? I'm going to be around for another couple of minutes. Where will you go after this? Robes has a stream on. I would recommend his stream, and if Eugene decides to stream, I would also recommend that to you if you want to go there. Oh. So it depends what you want to do, my friends. Unfortunately, Cherie is not streaming anymore. Sorry, Cherie. Scottish slang for a pint of ale, Wii Sports. Yes, you're rich as such the tyrant, but when he takes the piss, what else can we say? My grandmother is from Glasgow, says Jura. News, is the temperature good in Toronto, says Dusan. Bobby, I am glad you were liberated. News says Pradeep, Sir, and Ace Kebab would like to make a nice triple threat challenge. Roy's sister Cherie. Anuj. Eugene. I'd like to visit Kirkcaldy, maybe. Oh. Well, there's only a couple of minutes left, friends. My left arse is fucking killing us. Absolutely killing us. Dear me. Eugene, we want a new video from Enchanté. Anuj should start a channel. Anuj should definitely start a channel. That would be fun. Margie says, been lurking, Rich and friends. Thanks for coming through with the streams. Thank you for lurking, Margie Nawaji. Pradeep says, because of injections. What do you mean? Injections? No, I haven't been having any injections in my arse. It's my left hip, but it always feels like a literal pain in the arse. It's literally what it feels like. I've got a pain in my fucking arse. Also, if you want the God's honest truth, it feels like I've got a pain in my left testicle. And down my left thigh. We don't need that much truth, says Peter. You can't handle the truth, is the answer to that. Yes, start a channel immediately, says Nick. To Anuj. Good night, Joe. It's not testicular torsion, DJ. It's not. It's me hip. It's the pain in my hip radiating into my left testicle. That's what it is. It's the same pain. It's if it was testicular torsion, you would know about it. Sterling too, as I can understand. Not emoji. Whoa. It's not sciatica. It causes sciatica, but it's not sciatica. Sciatica's another pain entirely. These are different kinds of pain. When you are as familiar as I am, I know what I mean. Anything to do with testicles is awful. Worst pain ever in every single case. You, sir, have never had a generalized back spasm. Back spasms are fucking so grim. Back spasms are so painful. Like, literally feels as though a giant hand is squeezing you. Cramps in the calf muscles are pretty bad. Cramp is a bad pain. Just imagine that in your spine. Anyway, enough of this pain talk. I am going to go and lie down, and I'm going to put on a fragrance stream, hopefully. I wonder if Anuj. I wonder if Eugene will do a stream. I wonder if Anuj will do a stream. Mark is doing a stream. So if you want to go and watch Mark, go and watch Mark. And I will see you all again soon. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking. Goodbye.